All right, so every time I come on this show with Max, I want to debut this game, and feel free to put it in the comment section as well. This game is going to be called Legit or Ludacris.
That's right. Luda! Feel this.
I'm going to ask a couple of questions. You tell me, is it a legit question or is it ludicrous? Aaron Rodgers' career is officially over. Legit or ludicrous?
I think that's ludicrous.
Think
I
it's
mean,
Luda?
Luda, I just feel like he can't call it quits from that, man. Like, I know it's a long process. You got to go through rehab. Then you got to go through strength and conditioning. He's turning 40 in, I think, December. He's getting old. But I know Rodgers has that fire in him. He's going to be back at least one more season.
Okay.
Hopefully a healthy season. But I think it's Luda for now.
The majority of the chat thinks legit.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say
legit.
I'm gonna say legit because
Oh,
dude, it's like I had talked to you in the backstage, right? It's one thing to rehab, but then it's one thing, every year you got to train your body for the strenuous NFL season, but now he has to rehab on top of that, which he was already thinking about calling it quits before this season. So I don't know. Maybe we see the last of Aaron Rodgers. Maybe we'll see what happens. Legit or ludicrous, Max, is MetLife Stadium cursed? Because every year, the Giants and Jets, whether it's the turf or whether it's just bad luck from New York sports, a major player sustains a major injury on that turf. Is MetLife Stadium cursed, legit, or ludicrous?
it's legit. It's legit cursed. It is. I mean, Broadway Joe cursed it way back. How long ago was that?
Well, no, MetLife hasn't been alive. It was.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
it was the Meadowlands before that.
Oh yeah,
was,
you're right.
yeah,
I'm thinking of just the Jets are cursed in general, but yeah, MetLife is definitely cursed. Yeah, the I don't know what it was. I think didn't they had grass at first, right?
Yeah,
And then they ripped up the grass, put turf down, and it doesn't matter.
Like the AstroTurf because of the weather. You know what I'm saying? Which they changed it this year. You know what I'm saying? To more of like because as you could see, like with Daniel Jones and when Aaron Rodgers went down, you see the black pellets on their faces.
Yeah.
So they're changing it to more of that. I have a background. I've actually played on that before. You know what I'm saying? When I was doing my events and stuff like that, it can like be not very buoyant. You know what I'm saying? Like as far as you're not gonna you can stick to it. So I think that was the problem. Like I think, what I'm saying, his foot got caught in and it didn't do like the natural slide and you can see it. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
I think it's legit. I think MetLife's curse and need to burn that motherfucker down. And just whether it's the fact that it's the turf, it's the New York bad curse, or it's the fact that it's in Jersey and the stench from Jersey is seeping into the field, it needs to just be moved to New York already. Enough with the bullshit. Legit or ludicrous, is Josh Allen overrated?
That's a good one. I think that's ludicrous. I think that's ludicrous. I think he's overhyped a little bit, I feel like. But I've seen a lot of great games with Josh Allen. So, of course, this is going to be, see, Knife saying Luda, legit by Meachman and Robert. I say ludicrous, though, but because I've seen a lot of good measured to his bad. And it's week one. Everyone's going to overreact. That's just what we do. We overreact.
I'm looking like we talked about before, 2018, he's leading the league in turnovers. It's like, is it the Brian Daboll effect these last 2 years? Like the fact that he's not there?
I see more good games from Josh Allen than I do bad games. Even though you're right, he does turn the ball over a lot. I've said it before, if he can just cut the turnovers down, the Bills have a shot to win the Super Bowl. But until then, they're not going to beat the Chiefs. They're not going to beat the Bengals. Teams
Jets.
like that. And
yeah. The Dolphins. Do you trust this team against the Dolphins? Not how they played yesterday.
Dude, wasn't it last season? The Dolphins almost beat that team with Skylar Thompson.
Yeah.
As the quarterback.
That's what I'm saying. I'm going to say it's legit, dude. I think he's a little overrated. I think I think the Bills are like not America's sweetheart, but because they're a very likable team, no one really gives them smoke. But I think it's time, man. I think it's legit time to start looking at Josh Allen like, dude, what have you done? And then because before Joe Burrow got there, it was Patrick Mahomes and then Josh Allen behind him. Now Joe Burrow's kind of leapfrogged over him.
Yeah.
And maybe this might be the year that Tua takes that leap over him if he can stay healthy. So
Yeah.
that might be a little hot take there, but I don't know. That's why I think it's a little legit.
I think Tua can only jump him if they win the division and they probably go to the AFC Championship game.
Yeah.
If the Dolphins can do that, then I would say Tua leapfrogs, maybe Josh Allen, but Joe Burrow leapfrogged him because he went to the Super Bowl and he's beat Patty Mahomes in the playoffs.
Absolutely.
You know
He's
what I'm saying?
Mahomes more than Patrick Mahomes has beat him.
Yeah.
So but
I say Ludacris for now.
I'm gonna say legit for now. Legit or ludicrous? Do the Packers, no matter what quarterback they have, own the Bears?
Legit, baby. Now I wish I could play that. It's too legit to quit. Cause man, that's facts.
Yeah.
It's facts.
I mean, I think so.
The last I think it was 13 games, the Packers are 12-1 against the Bears.
Mm-hmm.
Preston Smith tweeted after the game was over. If you don't know who Preston Smith is, I know you do. I'm saying for the people in the chat, outside linebacker for the Packers. He is 11-0 against the Chicago Bears in his career as a Packer. And he's like, ooh, it's just sweet, baby. So we don't see him till week 18. We'll have a long way to go until the next time we see him. But for right now, we own you. And we own you Brett Favre's life, Aaron Rodgers' life, Jordan Love's life, and who knows? Hopefully it's love for 15 years. But yeah,
I think it's legit too. So, all right, one more question, but this is mostly for the fans out there. Is Max coverage in the Ace Avenue the best duo on YouTube, legit or ludicrous? Let it be known in the comment section. But that was that segment I wanted to debut. Like I said, every time we do this show and I come on, I will legit ask. Well, yeah, I will legit ask this to Max. I think it's a nice little segment. You guys seem to have fun with it, so we'll continue it.